So there is one main principle of productivity that I'd like to teach you today, and no one's ever spoke about this before. And that is to just know that you have only a certain mental load, like brain capacity per day, so don't waste it. And what I've wrote here is, imagine it as brain points. Brain points. You have a certain number of brain points allocated to you per day. Don't waste them. So let's say you start off as 60 brain points per day. You've got 60 brain points. You get what I'm saying, right? Brain points or brain XP or mana bar, whatever you want to call it, right? Brain points, BP. You've got 60 BP per day. And pretty much everything you do drains that. Everything you do drains your brain points. So you wake up with 60, and the first thing you do is that you turn off your alarm. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You've got 60 per day. You get woken up by your alarm, and you've lost 10, maybe 20 straight away because of the fact that you woke up unnaturally. You woke up to an alarm clock instead of just like your actual like natural wake up time. So you've got 40 left. And by the way, this is what you use to actually get work done, right? So you've only got 40 left, right? So you're actually at this point, you're like, you deserve to be the special kid who's got like a helmet on. You've got 40 brain points left for the day. It's not doing good. And then the first thing you do after you turn off the alarm, you go through your phone a little bit. Quickly, just, important messages and, and notifications. And literally every second that you're on your phone, or every, 30 seconds that you're on your phone, you're losing a few points. So you started with 60, but then you woke up unnaturally, which, you got to take the L with, because it's kind of hard to wake up naturally that early for work or whatever. You check your phone a little bit, okay, now you're on 30. Then you maybe go to the toilet, you're still listening to your phone, you check your phone one more time, you're on 28. You indulge in some like deep thoughts that are kind of irrelevant to your work and your productivity, you're on 25. You decide what to wear, you've got 24 brain points left. You're trying to decide what to do right now. That takes quite a lot. That's a big decision. Okay, what should you spend the next few hours doing? Well, you just lost like a 7, so you've got 17 brain points left. Okay, you know what task it is, so that that big task that you want to do that requires 80 brain points, that feels a little bit too daunting. And now we've quantified it. The big task that you want to do per day is like 80 brain points. You've only got 17. And so this is probably why you feel like you can't really do it. So, I don't really feel like it. Maybe I'll do it later. So what's the thing that you can do? Check some messages. Check your emails. Oh, Discord notification. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, you've got 12 brain points left. Oh yeah, I know. I'll have some breakfast and then I'll do it afterwards. So, what should I eat for breakfast? What should I eat? 10 left. You see what I'm getting at? You have a certain number of brain points that you start with every day. Big tasks, let's say you take 40, 80, 100, 200. Sometimes there's such a big task that you can't do it in one day. You've experienced this before, right? So whatever you start with, you've got to understand that like a lot of things drain your brain points. But in the end, the only thing that will actually move your life forward in the realm of work is the big important tasks that you've got to conserve your brain points for. And this is the general theme of productivity that I don't think anyone's ever explained it as like in this way. We just want to reserve our brain points for the important tasks. We don't want to lose 5 brain points in the morning by like replying to people when, you could have waited like an hour. We don't want to lose another few brain points every single day, 3 times a day, thinking about what to eat, thinking about when to eat, thinking about what to wear. Just wear a bathrobe every day. Boom. You've just saved like 3 brain points every single day for the rest of your life. Most like there's a funny Andrew Tate video where he says like you're too broke to cook. And like, that seemed to have woken people up. I knew this a little while ago, but like when you get into like the entrepreneur, like the success kind of space online, a lot of entrepreneurs will tell you that you're not rich enough to cook, and genuinely you're not. Unless you're already like a millionaire, you can't afford to cook. People like all the normies on like Reddit think that, oh, they're saving money if they're cooking and stuff. No, because you're losing brain points and you're losing time. It's something that would be hard for me to explain to you till you've experienced this paradigm shift where you're like, oh yeah, my time's actually how I get shit done. And the reason why I'm not successful is simply literally just one reason, is because I don't value my time, because I spend it cooking to save $3 instead of just buying it out compared to the value of the groceries and everything. You lose brain points for cooking, you lose brain points for reading, even productive things. For reading, watching podcasts, for doing work, you lose brain points for watching porn, and especially deciding which porn video to watch, especially when you get to like the 7th page of Pornhub or something, bro. You've lost a fair amount of brain points there. Playing video games especially drains your brain points, and all gamers know this, but a lot of gamers don't like to admit this. When you play games for like an hour or two, think about how much you're actually using your brain. Like, people say like, oh, I'm just playing 1 hour to unwind, just to relax. That's not true. You can say that you like to play video games because it's fun and engaging, but don't ever lie to yourself or to me and say that you like to play video games to relax, because if we did a scan of your brain would not be relaxing. Imagine if we did like an MRI scan or something of your brain. It would not be that your brain's just like quieted down as if you're sleeping, would it? It would be hyper engaged because of the amount of like decisions that you're making to actually be good at this game. So video games drain your brain points at a shocking level. And some guys, unfortunately, they wake up and they play video games like straight away. Like some guy, I mean, they're probably not watching our videos, but some guys wake up and grab their phone and like go on some mobile games straight away. Reserve your brain points for the most important tasks. That's just a general theme that you should try and stick to now and forever. Reserve your brain points for the most important tasks.